Ever heard a conspiracy theory and thought, okay, that's definitely tinfoil hat territory? Well, what if some of those wild stories actually turned out to be true? Yeah, real secret plots, real shady operations, real facepalm moments from the people in power. Today, we're diving headfirst into the dark side of history. No aliens, no flat earth. Just good OL government programs that were once top secret and are now public record. Buckle up, things are about to get uncomfortable and kinda ridiculous. 1. Mind Control Program. MKULTRA. Let's kick things off with MKUltra. Sounds like a new Marvel villain, right? Nope. It was a real CIA program that started in the 1950s. The goal, mind control. Because apparently, someone in a suit thought, what if we could Jedi mind trick people into becoming super spies? So the CIA started dosing folks with LSD, often without them knowing. We're talking about unsuspecting citizens, prisoners, even their own agents. Imagine clocking into work and getting trippy without consent. Productivity probably took a hit, but hey, national security. They were trying to figure out how to break minds, reprogram thoughts, or just make people do things they wouldn't otherwise do. And they kept it secret until 1977, when a bunch of documents got declassified, and everyone went, wait, they did what now? You really can't make this up, but the CIA sure could. 2. Operation Northwoods. Next up, Operation Northwoods. Sounds like a ski resort. It's not. It's a plan from the 1960s where US military officials basically said, what if we stage terrorist attacks on ourselves to blame Cuba and start a war? Yeah. The proposed plans included hijacking planes, sinking boats, even faking deadly attacks on American cities. All with the goal of drumming up support to invade Cuba, because apparently that was easier than a diplomatic conversation. Thankfully, President Kennedy was like, no, you people okay? And shut it down. But the fact that this was even a real suggestion, chilling also kind of makes you side-eye every weird news story from the 60s. 3. Tuskegee Syphilis Study. Let's get real for a second. The Tuskegee Syphilis Study. This one is less WTF and more, how was this even allowed? From 1932 to 1972? Yes. 40 years the U.S. Public Health Service ran a study on syphilis using hundreds of black men in Alabama. They told them they were being treated for bad blood, but never told them they actually had syphilis. Even after penicillin became a known cure, doctors didn't treat them, just watched the disease run its course. All in the name of research. It was one of the most shameful violations of medical ethics in American history. The government eventually apologized, but only after getting caught. Classic. 4. COINTELPRO. Now let's talk about COINTELPRO, which is short for Counterintelligence Program, because the FBI loves their acronyms. Their mission? Spy on and sabotage civil rights leaders they didn't like. Dr. King, Malcolm X, the Black Panthers, no one was off limits. They bugged phones, broke into homes and offices, spread fake news, even tried to blackmail MLK into... Yeah, let's not go there. All while pretending to be the good guys. Turns out, the biggest threat to democracy might have been the people protecting it. 5. NSA Surveillance. Edward Snowden. Flash forward to 2013. Enter Edward Snowden, aka the IT guy who leaked the receipts. Snowden revealed that the NSA had been spying on everyone. Your phone calls, your emails, your embarrassing search history, all hoovered up without a warrant. The government had said, we'd never do that. Turns out, they absolutely did that. He dropped the files, dipped to Russia, and instantly became either a hero or a traitor, depending on who you ask. Meanwhile, we all suddenly got really into encrypted messaging apps. Thanks, Ed. 6. The poison booze prohibition plot. And just when you thought things couldn't get darker, let's talk about poison booze. During Prohibition in the 1920s, Americans kept drinking despite the ban. So the government thought, let's add poison to industrial alcohol. That'll stop them. Spoiler, it didn't. People just kept drinking and dying. Thousands of Americans were killed. And the government basically shrugged and said, well, we told you not to drink. Like a toxic ex, but with federal power. So yeah, not all conspiracies are just Reddit threads and weird YouTube videos. Some are real. Some were run by actual governments with actual budgets. These aren't theories, they're facts. Declassified, documented, and disturbing. If anything, these stories prove one thing. Reality can be way more twisted than fiction. And if this made you paranoid, honestly, it's fair. All right, now it's your turn. Which of these conspiracies made your jaw hit the floor? Drop it in the comments, just don't type it in all caps, or we might think you're the FBI. Hit that like button if you enjoy truth bombs. Subscribe if you want more stories that make you question everything. And hey, if you've got a wild theory of your own, we're all ears. So maybe don't say it over the phone. See you in the next one. Stay curious, stay skeptical, and keep asking questions.